Jua's Tarot. I am Jua, and I need to put my phone on silent as we get ready to go ahead and jump into a collective reading, okay? Now, remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because sometimes these readings do narrow down to be quite specific. Okay, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, all right, if this resonates with you. If not, like and subscribe anyway, because the more you tap into the channel, the more that we can get a read on your energy signature as we wait on people to come in the room. You're going to get your reading. If you catch this recording later, you're going to get your reading right off the bat, okay? So we are reading a social media post, all right? Well, for the social media timelines, whatever we can expect to come out over the next few days. If you missed the one from the other week, then, Wednesday, we did a social media reading, and you might want to go back and watch Wednesday's video so you can see what you can expect on your social media timeline over the next few days. But as you know, things are always changing, okay? So, whatever's coming out on the social media this next couple of weeks, this is what you can expect. All right. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Okay. And this is going to be interesting. So, a lot of hidden agendas are going to be uncovered. All right? Lots of hidden agendas are going to be uncovered here. Okay? Let's see what we have here. Yeah. Okay, so if you are a person who has a social media platform, or you are present on social media a lot, you watch a lot of social media, you engage a lot, you can expect a lot of hidden agendas to be uncovered, okay? Two-faced people, they are going to be exposed, all right? This says no filter upright. So them being able to speak their truth will not go. It will not. Me versus me in reverse. All of this, I'm so, self-confident and all this kind of stuff. Hey, Cookie. All of that is going away. You guys hit that like and subscribe on your way in. There is going to be a lot more exposed. You think there's been a lot exposed here, but watch your social media timelines, honey, because so much more is going to be exposed here. A lot of two-faced people are going to, man, their little fake agendas, their little hidden agendas, all of that is about to come out. See, the cards don't even want to jump because they are still trying to hide. Hey, blessings, welcome, love. Yeah, they are still trying to hide, and nothing is going to be able to stop this. So they can keep trying to hide in these cards all they want to. But honey, when I say there will no stone be left unturned. Wow, see? Mask coming off. Whatever is behind that mask, and some of them, secret side pieces, all of that, hidden affairs, that is about to be discovered. Hey, Adeline, thank you for subscribing, okay? Yeah, you guys hit that like and subscribe on your way in. Hit that like, give me that thumbs up, okay? But yeah, wow. So many people hiding, right? So yeah, no more hustle mode. They can't hustle you anymore. All of the things that the grinding they've been doing, trying to keep these masks on, are no longer working, okay? This is breaking cycles here. Yeah, so this is ending harmful patterns, all right? This is a new beginning. All of this fake stuff stops with you, okay? It stops with you. You're going to be seeing things that you're like, whoa, how did this happen? When did this happen? So this isn't just about what you're going to see on your social media timeline. If you got fake people in your life, best believe you're about to find that out, okay? Yeah. somebody's possibly going to be sliding in your DMs, okay? Sending you direct messages to tell you what the tea is, okay? You about to be finding out every little thing. Things are going to be uncovered and discovered, okay? These are the last two cards. Again, no more sugarcoating and no more poker face. This is your poker face, though, because you ain't falling for no more mess. You see exactly what's going on, and you're like, you're going to be stoic. Hey, Emily, you're going to be like, is that true? When they try to talk you out of everything, and you're not going to sugarcoat how you feel. So, yeah, that's what you can expect to see on your social media timeline, and that's what you can expect to see in your life over the next week or so, okay? So, all right. You say that's why you got off of Facebook and Instagram, okay? All right, guys. So blessings. CD is not here tonight. I will be keeping up with the list. All right, and if you can handle everything else, we're going to tag team this thing and we're going to get it going. Okay, guys, if you are new here, first of all, go ahead and like and subscribe. I am Jua, and I am a seer, not necessarily a tarot reader, but I use the cards to assist me in keeping my gift, you know, so I don't have to stretch so far into the other realms, and it helps me preserve my gift. And it also paints a picture of what you guys see when I see things, okay? So, if you're new here, again, I take the first 3 people on the list for free. I do have another moderator, but she will not be here tonight, so I will be keeping up with the list. If you come here regularly, then CD will be keeping up with the list, all right? Hey, Jaybird. So, the first 3 people who have never had a reading from me before, you can get a one question reading for free tonight, okay? That is my normal format as of now. It could change. And then once those 3 readings are done, I open up for people who can leave a reading for one question, $9.99 US or more via super chat, okay? All right, you can also bless the reader just because. I'm going to say hello to King's King and to Kavita and Brenda. Okay, Kavita, I think you've had a reading before from me, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so the list is open if you have never had a reading before, all right? Okay, if you've never had a reading before from me, then you are welcome to join the list. So until then, I am going to do another collective reading, okay? I'm only opening the list up right now for people who have never had a reading from me, okay? So if you've had a reading before, I tend to remember that, okay? Because I tap into the energy there, and my soul and my spirit remembers, all right? Kavita, I've read you before, so I won't be answering your question unless you leave a super chat of $9.99 or more. You can get on the paid list, okay? All right, let's go ahead with another collective reading, okay? I'd like to leave the free list for people who have never had a reading, because some people have been waiting and coming for weeks at a time and not being able to get on the list because people who get readings come, you know, and they kind of take up those spaces, okay? So I am clearing the energy so that we can get a fresh new perspective here. Oh, Brenda, I appreciate that. This is something I really love doing. It really is. So I appreciate you. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and tap in for a collective reading. What do the collective need to know at this time? 1, 100, 1,000 or more. What would you have them to know? Okay. Starting out with the Death card in reverse here. You guys hit that like and subscribe and share the live, okay? Okay. This is good. This is good so far. Hit that like and subscribe on your way in and share the live. Okay. I like this. I like where we're headed, you guys. Okay. All right, so we're starting out with the Death card in reverse, okay? This was a time of fearing change and holding on to things that did not serve us. This was stagnation, okay? And really just life just decaying, things falling apart, okay? But then came in personal transformation, and that brought in Empress energy, okay? This is a time of nurturing and, you know, just development and accomplishment, self-growth, okay? And taking action toward things that bring in peace and abundance. Because the Five of Cups is reversed here. This is self-forgiveness. This is moving on and accepting oneself and finding peace, okay? Getting past this time of Four of Swords energy where there's just exhaustion and burnout, okay? Lots of stagnation, just getting past that. Still kind of in transition with that though, okay? So it's like you're toggling between, it's like you're going back and forth between self-acceptance and just deep contemplation, you know, just restlessness. And that's because there's a King of Pentacles, a Knight of Pentacles somewhere in the orbit. This is masculine energy here that is just really pushing up against you being free, right? They feel stuck. They are bored with their life. They lack self-discipline. So they have come in to bring disharmony. This is the Ten of Cups. This is up against this upright energy here. And the King of Swords energy that you need to employ, okay? This is you being honest and getting mental clarity about this situation, okay? You got to be truthful with yourself about what you're dealing with, okay? This upright Empress energy is your true nature. So you have got to accept that you are greater than what you're going through. No more living in the past with this person and hanging on to stuff that is just no good for you, okay? So sure, there's a fear of the unknown here with this Two of Wands in reverse, okay? But leaving home will work if you do so with planning, right? You can't just play it safe and stay in this situation out of fear, okay? Hit that like and subscribe. You can't do this, okay? So just moving on and getting a handle on what you want to be and what you want to have, okay? Okay, thank you. So yes, this spun around, but it came out the Knight of Wands energy that you need. This is you getting your passion back. This is you getting your energy back, okay? And Queen of Cups energy on top of that, all right? This is just compassion and comfort. This is you, again, nurturing yourself and healing from the inside out. This is going to be necessary. It really is. It is a time of swift change, okay? This is a time of just going inside, making the necessary, the necessary self-connection and exploring self and figuring out, hey, this situation is not working. I definitely need to look at what's going on around me and just see it for what it is and be very, very real with myself, okay? Just be, hey, Debbie, welcome. You guys hit that like and subscribe on your way in and share the live, okay? So yeah, if you have not had a reading before from me, the first 3 people on the list get a free reading. If you have never had a reading from me before, after that, you will need to leave $9.99 or more in a super chat. But you can leave a super chat if you just to bless the reader if you want to. So that ends the collective reading, the second collective reading of the night, okay? If you do want to get on the free list, just say add me and I'll put you on the list and we will start your reading. If you have never had a reading before, hit that like and subscribe and share the live, okay? You can share it via social media. You can share it on your, you can share it via text message or email, okay? And, help people find Umi Jua, because I am here to help. And if there are unexpected things going on in your life and you need clarity, I'm here to help with that. And if you need, whatever you need, you can find the links for my booking site. If you want a personal reading, want something one-on-one, the links for those. Hey, Sandra. The links for those are in the description box below. Would you like to be added to the list, Sandra, for a free reading? All right. Okay. You guys hit that like and subscribe on your way in and share the live. Okay. Hit that like and subscribe. All right. I am talking very proper tonight because, okay. Aloha. Are you in Hawaii? Are you Polynesian or are you just living over there? Okay. Let's see. Debbie would like to be on the free list. Okay. All right, there's one more opening for the free list, okay? You guys hit that like and subscribe and share the live, okay? If you have never been to Umi Jua's Tarot before, welcome. I do, have multiple things facets of, my personality, how I, present myself. Right now, I happen to be talking very proper because I am calming myself down from a very interesting situation that happened right before the live started. So when my Alabama accent or my AAVE comes out, don't trip, okay? It's just how I operate. We just go with the flow around here. So enjoy. All right. So Sandra, I want you to. Oh, you're on the Big Island. Okay, is that Honolulu? Okay, so Sandra, I'm going to assume that you go by she, her. If that's not true, let me know. But go ahead and put your question in the comments. Welcome, Erica. Hey, sweetie. Go ahead and put your question in the comment section. And, just you get one. So, Erica, I know tonight is VIP night usually. Oahu. Okay, Oahu. Okay. Yeah, I know, but there's so little people in the room. I think you and Blessings are the only members tonight. So I'm just following the regular format tonight, okay? And then we will pick back up with VIP night next time. And then CD is not here either. So I'm having to manage the list myself. And Blessings is handling the chat, okay? Hey, Tech on Wheels, welcome back, sweetheart. Man, I have that fan on high and it is blowing right there. And I tell you, when I say I had something really, really strange to happen right about an hour before the live started, and I have not been able to cool down or anything. Okay, Sandra, I am waiting on your question, love. So you guys hit that like and subscribe and share the live. Tech on Wheels, how have you been since you got back from London, honey? Blessings, you said yeah, thank you. Everything is okay. All right, so I'm just waiting on Sandra to drop her question, and then once we do her reading, we are going to move on to Debbie. Now remember, I have one more space on the free list. Yes, Sandra, I'm waiting on your question. So do you have a specific question, or did you just want a general reading? Okay. I popped in your mind earlier. Well, good. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. It really is. You just want a general reading. All right, Sandra. Okay. I'm going to light some yerba Santa and yerba Santa and go ahead and clear the energy here from the previous reading I just did. And then we are going to get started on your reading. Okay. Hey, Sai. Thank you for coming to say hello. Hey, Dika, welcome back. I missed you. It's been a while. All right. All right, Sandra, take a couple of deep breaths for me, love, so I can find you wherever you are in Oahu. Some beautiful, peaceful energy you have. Yeah, CD is not here tonight, Dika. The free list is we've changed the format since you were here, okay? Yeah, I am doing pretty well. I am. Okay, Sandra. Oh, okay. Starting off with the strength card here. This is good. This is a lot of courage and passion, okay? Very good energy here. Very compassionate person. That was a sweet energy that I was feeling. Yeah, that sweet energy that I was feeling. Okay, this is Queen of Cups energy. Very, very compassionate. Very compassionate person. But you're looking at a tower moment. Some sudden insight has come to light. And then you have a Knight of Cups. Did you just meet someone? Did you just meet a new guy? No? Okay, so there's a Knight of Cups here, but he's followed by a King of Wands in reverse. So this is someone who is very impulsive, hasty. Okay, they have high expectations that are unachievable, but that's mostly for the people around them. It's not for them, okay? You guys hit that like and subscribe and share the live, okay? Hey, Money Buy Happy, Can't Buy Happiness, how are you? So give me more on this Knight of Cups here. Give me more on this Knight of Cups. Clarify this Knight of Cups. Oh, so this was somebody that you met in the past that came in that, you know, seemed very romantic and charming. Hey, Alexandria. And they changed. They like, it's like they flipped the script on you. Is that true, Sandra? That's what I'm seeing here. You say you chilling, money can't buy happiness. You guys hit that like and subscribe and share the live, okay? Sandra, is this true? Somebody, like, they showed themselves to be one way and then changed up things? They don't know how to communicate well? You're not sure? This could be a family member as well. It may not be a romantic interest, but it's definitely, yeah. This is somebody that is very unconventional, right? They kind of go against the grain on things. Okay. Dual personality. Yes, yes, exactly. So you know this person then. Okay, why did you bring up this information? Let us know why you gave us this information. What does Sandra need to know? Okay, so this is the Three of Cups in reverse. So this is just basically not a good situation here. Did this force you into spending a lot of alone time? No? It's like like you have such a caring and forgiving, very sweet, compassionate, nurturing nature. You just don't hate anything about people. You're just very open and warm and welcoming. And you're just whoever comes, you welcome them as they are. And you just don't push people away. But why? Give me clarification on this Three of Cups. Why am I seeing isolation and being alone here? Okay, so you have great emotional intelligence. Okay. Hey, Ruth. Hey, Linda. Yeah, you have great emotional intelligence, but give me more on this Three of Cups. Give me more on this Three of Cups. In reverse. Thank you. Oh, okay. There's a hater in the mix. That's where this Three of Cups. Gossiping. Ha! You know who this is? Somebody who's been gossiping about you? I'm doing great, Linda. How are you doing? No? That's what that Three of Cups is. Okay. Yeah, so what they've been talking about something that happened in the past. This is pregnancy test in reverse. So they're out there spreading rumors about you about something that has absolutely nothing to do with you. And it has something to do with this fake King of Wands here. Okay, this is third party energy here. Okay. Yeah, this is the keeping you secret in reverse. Yeah. Linda, I'm glad you're good. Yeah, this person is definitely tied to this fake King of Wands here, because this betrayal card has tried to jump out twice. Okay, so whoever that person is, I would just say you have very good emotional intelligence. Just keep yourself balanced. But the fact that you're so open and warm could be the reason that you're not seeing a lot of things that are happening, okay, with that person. That dual energy, that's a double life they're living, okay? And this hater is whoever they're living that double life with. So that's just something to think about, okay? Dika? No, it's not a 1-minute reading for $10 US, sweetie. I don't know where that came from. No, it's not a 1-minute reading. You've never seen me do a 1-minute reading. Never ever. I mean, even the free readings, you see how long that one was. All right. Oh, Blessing said that she must have misspoke. Yeah. Dickie said, not me. Okay, I get you. Okay, so let me just explain the format again, and we're going to do Debbie's reading after that. So Debbie, get your question ready, and if you go by she, her, I'm going to assume that you do, but if you do not, correct me in the comments if you're still here. And Sandra, you said don't be done, please. What more did you want to know? That's what I just did, a reading on your love life. Okay. I have to. Okay, so I can only do 3 free readings a night because let me just explain. I appreciate everyone who's here, okay? No, it's not sounding very good. So that's why you have to protect your energy. That loving nature that you have, you can't just give that out to everybody. And whoever you have in your life right now, you need to be very, very aware of what's happening around you, okay? And that's how you're going to navigate further into your love life, all right? So, guys, thank you so much for being here. Everybody who's in the room, I appreciate you, whether you're new here or whether you've been here for a while, right? But, okay, I'm glad you understand, Sandra. Thank you for being understanding. The first 3 people, we've had different formats. Well, we had a different format for a while, but we've changed to this one because this does take a lot of energy out of me. I am not just a simple tarot reader. I'm an actual seer. I have several clair gifts as well as visions, premonitions, dreams, all the things, okay? So when I read, I come from here, like everywhere, okay? I use the cards, tarot and oracle cards, so that I don't have to push for so much energy. I can just use the cards to help streamline the readings, okay? And also to paint a picture for you because you can't see what I see, okay? I do 3 free readings first, okay? That's the free list for people who have never had a reading from me before, okay? Then I open the list up for people who want to get a reading, but you'll have to leave $9.99 US via super chat, okay? Now, if you don't want to use super chat, Blessings can drop my cash app, but those are the only 2 forms that I take. I usually just go through Google and do super chat, but sometimes people don't want to go through Google. That's when I'll offer my cash app, okay? Hey, Christmas. So that is how the format goes. Now, you're welcome to leave a super chat just to bless me, but I can't do free readings for everyone because I need to be poured back into. Currency, money is energy. So when you pay for your readings, even in a platform like this where you get 1 question, not 1 minute, Dika, 1 question, okay, then it does pour back into me, okay? So that's why we have it. All right. So right now I'm going to be doing Debbie's reading. Okay. Christmas, I need to go back through the comments to see if there was someone else who asked for a free reading. And if they did not, then I will put you on the free list. But I only have room for 1 more. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right, I don't see anyone else. Give me just a minute. Let me double check. I appreciate everyone who's here. Thank you all so much. And you guys like and subscribe and share the live, okay? You can share it via text message. You can share it via social media. Or you can share it via email. Okay. Okay, Christmas, so, Ruth, I think you were here. Let me go back up because I thought I remember seeing your name. Okay, Christmas, unfortunately, Ruth was here before you. Ruth got here very early, okay? So we're going to do her a love life reading after we finish Debbie, and that will be the free list. So anyone who comes after that, Dika, I'm sure she forgives you, honey. Thank you for subscribing, Sandra. I appreciate that. All right, Miss Debbie, you are ready. Go ahead and drop your question in the comments for me while I clear the energy, okay? All right, you guys, like and subscribe and share the live. Like and subscribe and share the live. Share the live. Usually, guys, if you've been here with me a while, you guys know typically at the end of a night, after we've done all our readings, I do something called story time. Okay. Okay, Debbie, you want to know if your soulmate got lost? I can understand that. Typically, I do something called story time, but that all depends on the time, how late we've been here, my energy, and just feeling you guys out, how you guys are feeling. Or it may depend on if my moderators need to go and they're tired, okay? So we may or may not have a story time tonight, but if we do, somebody start thinking of a topic. Okay. Are we getting fire here? Somebody start thinking of a topic. Topic. Oh, you said the story times are always inspiring. Okay. I can't get no fire going here. Hold on. Let me just hold my crystal and clear the energy. Okay. Debbie wants to know if her soulmate got lost. All right, Debbie, take a couple deep breaths with me so I can find you wherever you are in the world, love. I'm not getting a sense that he's lost, like physically or energetically. What I'm getting is that he's confused, but let's see why he's confused. Let's go through some cards, okay? Because I am getting a lot of just confusion. It's like he's confused about what he wants because his usual type is not working out for him or something like that. It's not that it's not working out. It's just that he's confused. Oh, okay. He's confused about what his type is because somebody's telling him he should have a type. But he's more well-rounded than that. Release. Release. Seems like he just got a lot of people in his ear telling him things that don't have nothing to do with him. Release. Yeah, he's stuck. When I say stuck, confused. Sandra, you say he may be skeptical. Thank you. Ah. So this is what it is. He still got some growing to do. So it is, he does have a type, right? But let me explain. Let me see if I can get a couple more cards to jump, and I'm going to tell you exactly. Yeah. Okay. So, wow. Okay. So, right now, remember I was telling you he's got people in his ear? they are feeding the shallow side of him, right? They're feeding his pride and his ego, okay? And he's just not able to get to the deeper parts of who he is. He keeps picking the same type. And that those types are not marriage material, okay? But he really wants a family. He wants somebody that he can develop an intimate bond with, but he's in the wrong circle. He's in the wrong circle of friends, okay? So it's just a matter of him, getting past his ego, okay? Yeah, so he's stuck. He can't escape his circle right now. Okay. May I ask your age, Debbie? Yeah, he's just resisting this. Okay. He doesn't have a lot of karmic debt to clear, though. So what I'm seeing is he's a good guy behind the scenes. He just plays like a bad guy to fit in with these people. Okay. Yeah, you may meet your soulmate many times in many lifetimes, Dika, and never actually get connected to them, you know. You say you're 63? Yeah, he's tired of making the same mistakes. Are you into younger men? I know a lot of women fight me on that, okay? But just consider that souls have no age. All right? Not in human years. Okay? So he might be one of those silver foxes who has his pick of the litter, and his friends keep telling him, "Oh, you don't have to do that." Yeah, he's very distracted. Very, very distracted right now. So he's not lost, honey. He just don't know how to get out of his little circle. You say you rather have some? My guy is much younger than me, and he goes to bed way earlier than I do. Matter of fact, he's probably in the bed now because he gets up at like 12:30 midnight, 1 o'clock to go to work, to get ready for work. So he's probably already in bed. I'm going to pull one more card for you, but that's what happened to your soulmate. So you're going to have to start sending him energy to let go of ego and to step into the fullness of who he is and being fair to himself. Because again, he doesn't have a lot of karma to clear. He just has to get past his unhealthy ego. Okay? But it's like you yourself, they're out there, but you're okay if that they don't like come right now. Is that true? Money can't buy happiness. That's funny. Yeah, age is a state of mind, though. But yeah, Debbie, is this true? You're like, you're chilling. You would hope for him to come, but you're going to be okay either way. Let me pull one more card and see give me more on this longing in reverse. Yeah. Like you don't really have a negative mindset about this. This is just something you're wondering, like, is this going to happen in this lifetime? Is this going to happen now? Or should I just do me? Is that right? You say yes, ma'am. Okay. Well, the answer is just do you and send him some energy to get ready. Because he does want an intimate bond. Hey, Marcia, he does want an intimate bond. Okay, you just want to, yeah. Yeah, he wants that too. He wants an intimate bond with someone, but he's just got to get past his circle. That's why I be telling y'all, you know, if there's something that you really want in life, you have to definitely be careful with who you're surrounding yourself with. Okay. So that's your reading, ma'am, and let me know how you feel, but there you go. Ruth, I'm going to assume you go by she, her, if that is not the case. I'm glad you're okay, Debbie. And that you know, you want to be spoiled with love. I can understand that. All right, Ruth. I'm going to assume you go by she, her, but go ahead and put your question in the comments, okay? I appreciate you, Debbie. Hit that subscribe button on your way out if you haven't already, okay? You guys hit that like and subscribe and share the live, all right? This is the last, Ruth will be the last one on the free list, and then I will open the list up if you want to leave a super chat or a cash app for a reading tonight, okay? Or if you just want to bless the reader. You're very welcome. Okay, Ruth, go ahead and put your question in the comment section for me. I got the smoke going to clear the energy here. All right, so you guys share the live, okay? Share the live. Go ahead and share the live. I'm talking about share the live, and I need to share it myself. La, 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 la. Okay, Ruth, I'm waiting on you. Ruth, I'm waiting on you. Let's see if I'm missing any messages here. I could just be missing messages. Ruth might not even be in the room anymore. Sometimes people don't wait around. They get kind of impatient, but let's hope that's not the case with Ruth, okay? All right. You're very welcome. I appreciate you. You stay strong too, okay? Amazon keep trying to sell me stuff. I know how to go shopping when I want to, Amazon. All right, you guys. Let's see where Ruth is. Ruth may be gone. Sandra, you say you want to be spoiled with love. I tell you, if you're new to this channel, y'all know I preach self-love like crazy. Dika, Blessings, all of them will testify to you on that. I preach self-love. I preach it. I'm talking about radical self-love. Radical self-love. Okay? And I tell you guys to look for something different when it comes to love than you would normally. Well, I won't say look for. Open yourself up to something different. Okay? The person that you're kind of like used to, or the type, or you know what you think you want, it may be something totally different, because the universe is doing something different right now with love. Okay, so you got people with PhDs who are with folks with GEDs. You got women who are 6'2" with men who are 5'8". You've got, age gap differences, especially women now are in beautiful, loving relationships with men who are younger, me being one of them. Unconditional love for self. That's where we're starting, Sandra. And then that's going out to others, okay? So was there someone else who wanted a free reading? That was Christmas. Christmas, are you still in the room? We'll go ahead and give you that reading. You guys know that you can bless the reader. You don't have to wait to get a reading or want a reading. You can just bless anyway, okay? That does help. But also hit that like and subscribe and share the live, okay? Dickie, you said we all meet here for clarity, and the ones who appreciate it mostly stay. Yes, that's true. Someone asked me about the drop in views that have happened recently. That is an algorithm thing, first of all, because I did a live that was very short and the view count was very low compared to the other ones. But the views had started dropping before that, when I changed the format and I wasn't just giving a bunch of free readings, okay, anymore. And I started streamlining the process of how I give readings and how much people pay for readings and if they pay for readings at all. So I was doing some research, and it turns out that when you actually assert your value, right? When people don't have access to you the way they want to, then you do tend to lose people. That's in real life, that's in virtual life, like here. Okay, and but I am not a person who seeks validation. I am not a person who is, I don't have any ill intentions for anyone. I'm very, transparent. And I do believe that my gifts are valid and I share them, but I also get compensated. There's nothing wrong with the duality there, okay? I share them freely up to a point. I don't have to pour myself out, just freely give with nothing in return, just to prove I'm a good person or to prove that, whatever, they say spiritual people are supposed to be. I don't have to prove I'm spiritual by martyring myself, okay? You can accept, the love I give, and you can love me back by compensating me. I am in the business of reciprocity, for sure, okay? I live my life by a reciprocal model because I have seen people that I love. I have been there myself, and I have counseled people who just give, and you look up one day and you have nothing to show for life or what you want out of life except heartbreak and usury. And we're no longer in that business, okay? Christmas did not show up. Okay, and Ruth, okay, Sancofa, I have not read you before. How are you? I didn't even see you come in the room, love. Let's go ahead and read you. Let me know your pronouns, because I can't actually tell by your picture or your name, okay? And let me know your pronouns and what your question is, okay? All right, so I can cross Ruth off. I'm just kind of keeping a list of who all I've read tonight, okay? You go by she, her. Wonderful, wonderful. I am going to use my crystal to clear the energy. Whew. But I thank you guys who are hanging out. I thank you for those of you who have subscribed, those of you who have hit that thumbs up button on your way in. And if you shared the live, I'd really appreciate that. You can save the live, okay? That helps grow the channel. You can also go through my channel, watch some of my videos, and you can hit that hype button, the HYPE. YouTube has come out with something else where you can give the creators, content creators, points by hitting the hype button. It's somewhere along that bar that's just below the like and the, subscribe, all the in that area. So we're waiting on Sancofa's question, and I'm clearing the energy so that we can get a clear direction and clear reading. Yes, I'm waiting on their question. Okay. You had a blowing sound in your right ear for about 3 years, wondering what it is. You mean like wind, like a wind kind of sound, or like a horn kind of sound? Like wind, okay. You can actually get a full reading, Sandra, by clicking on the booking link. It says book a personal reading. Okay. All right, Sancofa. Sancofa has wind. Okay, let me get one of these clarifying cards, and then we're going to move on from there. All right, Sancofa, take a couple deep breaths with me, love. Let's see if we can trace your energy in that wind, okay? Was there someone who passed away, Sancofa, that you didn't have a way, like you wanted to hear their last words, or there was some last words that needed to be said or something like that you didn't get to hear? Something in that like arena? Your mother in 2006. Okay. Okay. And in the last 3 years, when you started hearing that, was something going on in your life that you couldn't get either like a handle on, or you couldn't understand what was happening, or like your feelings were all over the place, something that was off kilter? Yes, the special discount is still available. So I am running a special on personal readings, clarity readings, until Saturday. Now through Saturday, okay? So not sure, okay? So you see these balloons here and this fire? So this represents air, and this, as you know, fire fuels air, okay? So there is a soul, okay? There is a soul that is trying to get in touch with you. Now, I am not going to do a passed on loved one reading tonight. I do offer those, but the link for those is on my on my booking site. I'm not going to do one of those. I don't do those on live anymore. Okay. But I will see if we can get to the bottom of some things from your spirit team and your spirit team only. I will not tap into passed on loved ones energy. Okay. Dika, I'll explain why after I finish Sancofa's reading. Okay. Okay. Have you been to a doctor to see if it's something medical? It's definitely spiritual, but I mean, it could be something medical that's happened as a result of the spirit issue. Okay? Because the body and mind do sympathize with each other. Hey, Mary. Well, Sancofa, I can say it is a good idea to see a doctor. Okay, that's not coming out in the cards, but that kind of thing, it can, like, even if it starts out spiritual, it can affect you physically over time. Okay, so I would not rule out seeing a doctor. Okay, so you are a person who is a great leader. Okay, you provide a lot of structure for other people. And you're very forgiving. You bring life wherever you go. But you carry a lot of repressed emotion and disappointment inside. Is this true? Hey, Cuban. Yes, okay. Are you starting to feel overwhelmed? You feel like either things are disorganized, or you need to prioritize, or like you've overcommitted to something, like there's a lack of balance? Always giving? Okay. I need you to go back 3 years ago and pinpoint something that happened. There was something that happened. See if you can flesh it out. See if you can think of it real quick. Something that was emotional. It wasn't like a big life event, but there was something that has shifted for you emotionally. Cuban, the free list is closed. Thyroid surgery, okay. Yeah, that does mess with your emotions too. The free list is closed, so if you wanted to ask a question, you would need to leave a super chat of $9.99 or more, okay? Neri, I am reading Sancofa right now. If you wanted a reading, you'll need to leave a super chat of $9.99 or more. The free list is closed, okay? All right, you guys, hit that like and subscribe on your way in. Okay. Was it around that time also, Sankofa, that you gave up on some sort of dream, like a lifelong dream or something that you really wanted to do, and the surgery seemed like it kind of set you back? Neri, I'm reading Sankofa, okay? You say yes. Give me more on this. Was it a money issue? Did it cause you to have to start saving money, like being really frugal and tight with your money? Okay, your daughter's graduation. So was it money that kept you from doing this? Oh, okay. So you weren't conservative with your energy and emotions, energy and motion, emotions. So it wasn't that you were, it was that you weren't conserving your energy, and this caused a lot of breakdown in communication. Yes. And it disrupted your inner harmony. No, Neri, I'm reading Sankofa, love. I'm not reading you right now. I was already in a reading when you came in the room. Okay. So that wind that you're hearing is your inner child your inner child feel like it's been manipulated and deceived out of self-expression. It has been talked out of care for self, and it is whispering to you for it to break free. So that wind that you hear is a whisper. That's your inner child. She wants to express herself. She wants you to take the blinders off. She wants you to place that unconditional love that you're putting out and place it on self. How can you stop it? You can go outside and play. All the things that you wanted to do from a child to now that you have given up on, focus your energy and attention on that. That's going outside to play. The energy that you've been giving to others, it's time to say no. You've got to re-raise yourself. You've got to rear yourself all over again. You've got to self-mother. You've got to self-love. You've got to self-indulge. Okay? Doesn't mean you got to be a biatch. Okay? You ain't got to be mean. You ain't got to be evil. If people say, hey, can you doing so and so for me? Say, no, I'm focusing on me now. And don't give no other explanation. Okay? Because if you tell them, oh, no, I'm working on so and so, then that leaves the door open for them to think what you got going on ain't important. If you say, oh, no, I'm working on a painting. Oh, that's nice. Well, can you come and do so and so for me? But if you tell them, I'm focusing on me, how can they challenge that? If they do, it makes them look crazy. It makes them look mean. It makes them look like they don't care about you. Okay? Hey, Coupe Divine. You understand what I'm saying? So if you say, I'm sorry, I'm focusing on me right now, and they say something like, you're selfish or whatever, and you say, oh, I didn't realize me focusing on me was a problem. Did I do something wrong? Okay? That's exactly what they do. Yes. That's exactly what they do. You know why? Because they got people like you to do the dirty work. They got people like you to carry the dust and the bags and everything else. And they get to do whatever they feel like. No more of that. No more of that. Okay? Yeah. The more you do that, the less that little child will have to whisper to you. She will start living out loud and expressing herself. You're going to have to provide, as the adult, a safe space for her to do that, so she can catch up with you. And the two of you can live out loud together. You can integrate yourself into a full, happy adult life. Okay? Oh, honey, we ain't going to worry about that. You know what? I'd rather be called crazy, and be happy and living my best life. Because they're going to call you crazy anyway. Even if you're helping them and doing whatever you want to do, whatever they want you to do, they still calling you crazy. You know why? Because they think you crazy for being a doormat. So if they're going to think you crazy anyway, you might well be happy doing you. Okay? Oh, there's that word bonkers. I say bonkers too. You're welcome, Sancofa. Very welcome. I say bonkers too, and my niece was over to the house tonight, and she said, "You got me saying bonkers." I be saying it at work, and they're like, "What are you saying?" Oh my goodness. All right. So, Sancofa, that is your reading, love. All right, we are an hour and 14 minutes in. You say you usually don't say that. That's funny. You chose that word. Okay. I know that's right, Dika. But Dika, you asked me why I no longer give passed on loved one readings for free here on this platform. I don't give them for free, and I don't give them for super chats. And the reason I don't do that is twofold. They're extremely personal, for one thing, and because I'm on a time limit, thank you for the blue heart, love. because I'm on a very short time limit per reading here, things can get lost in translation, okay? And sometimes people can misinterpret the messages and the way they come through, okay? And rather than someone coming to me being offended for how I handled their reading and having tried to explain that to them through text or whatever, or via comments, I should say here, I would rather just keep them off the platform altogether. The other reason is they do very much cost me an extreme amount of energy, okay? And people don't understand that that energy is not something that I can just log off the live and my life goes back to normal. People have no idea, me showing up here on, what's today, Friday? It won't be until Sunday morning that I am right again, because I have to, my energy is very, very much depleted. And I'm not complaining. I'm not blaming anyone. I choose to show up here and I choose to go through that, okay? But as I was saying, the level of energy that it takes to do those types of readings is not compensatory to what I could receive here on this live. So I have moved that to my booking site, and the price, the price matches the energy that I have to give for that. Okay? Because I am not a medium. Were I a medium, I would charge way more. But I'm not even a medium, and it takes so much energy. And no one who has gotten a passed on loved one reading from me before can say that just because I'm not a medium, they're not hearing from their loved ones. They know exactly that they're hearing from their loved ones. But I choose not to be a medium because I don't want random dead people popping up in my atmosphere, okay? I don't want them popping up in my face, in my body, in my thoughts, none of that. So I keep that veil between this world and their world. I keep it closed. Yes, Britt, I do have Cash App. Blessings, can you post the Cash App for Britt, please? Thank you, Coop Divine. I appreciate that. So I keep that veil closed, but what I do is I read energy signatures. I get messages from their spirit team. They relay messages to my spirit team, okay? And I actually get actual visions, okay? So that is how I do those kinds of readings. All right. And that is why I no longer offer them here. Okay. So the Cash App has been posted. All right. All right. Your son is 6. What does DCS mean? Oh, DCS took him last Friday. Okay, I'm sorry about that. That would be $9.99, Britt. No one is in communication. Yeah. I know that's got to be terrible for you. You're about to send it now? Okay. See, blessings, this is why my spirit team told me to start offering my cash tag, because y'all know I normally don't even give that out. I was kind of giving it out here and there, but they told me to start offering that because I could help more people. Because some people just don't like to give through Google. Okay. Hey, Noah B. Welcome, love. Y'all, okay. 33, qualified. I've been told to pull this card while I wait on my next reading. Pull a card. These are my green cards. They are from the ancestors, okay? The number 33, you guys know, is very spiritual. This is the age of mature spirituality. Qualified. This means that whatever you feel like you think you know it, okay? Whoever you feel like you think you are, whether this be good or bad. You are qualified to be whoever you believe you are. Make sure that whoever that is righteous, good, loving, smart, funny, kind, sexy, all the things that you can envision yourself being, including rich if you want to be. Okay? All right. That's a message from your ancestors tonight. Okay, Brittany, we got your Cash App, love. Okay, Dika, you say you get what I'm saying. You just sad for people who go through that and have fear of getting scammed and such topic, like they will think you playing with the hope type. Ciao. Okay. Yeah, Noah qualified. Noah, you say you need help? We are at the time of the night where you have to send money to get help tonight, okay? This helped me keep my energy going. You guys hit that like and subscribe on the way in if you haven't already, okay? Take a couple deep breaths with me, Britt, and put your son's first initial in the chat so I can find his energy as well, okay? Whew. Miss Britt, baby love, you have been trying very hard. You have been trying and trying and trying. Things just haven't been working out. You just haven't been getting where you want to be. Is that right? Who are you calling a-hole, Noah? Are you calling me an a-hole for wanting compensation for the energy that I put into the world? Surely you're not. You talking to somebody else in the comments? Dika's not an a-hole. Dika, what are you on here saying that's got Noah upset? Hey, Theo, how you doing? All right, Britt. A, okay. Yeah, you've been trying so hard. Thank you, Theo. But there are other people in the mix here, aren't there, Britt? Other than these DCS. You're afraid something happened. Okay, the cards are going to paint a picture for me first of what happened. All right, Dika, say sorry, and Noah, you apologize, okay? I mean, you accept the apology, and we're going to get back on track to loving, okay? We're going to make up and love each other. Hold on, sweetheart. I'm building a picture here, okay? me more about the baby. Is he okay? Is the father in the mix here, Britt? Thank you, Dika, for being a sweetie pie. Thank you, Noah, for accepting. I think Dika, he brings things up, but they're not directed at anyone personally, okay? Britt, he doesn't see him and doesn't want to take him. They sent him 3 hours from home. So they definitely did this for the money. They're putting kids in foster care for money now. They're trying to paint you out as a bad mother. Who is this man? Is the DCS worker that took him a male? Who is this man? Yeah, they definitely took him to people y'all don't know, for sure. All right, Noah, come back to center, baby. Y'all send Britt some support and love for her son to get her baby back, okay? Britt, was the person who took who actually put hands on your child and took them away, was this person male? It's okay, Noah, thank you. I think her comments are lagging. Let me see if I'm getting all messages. Rick? Okay, let's see what she got. Y'all, I'm trying to find Britney in the comments. Okay. Britt, the last thing I saw was people you and your son don't know. Okay, you guys hit that like and subscribe and share the live, okay? I wonder if Britt's phone went dead. Amanda, I don't do astrology, babe. I'm just a regular old seer who happens to use cards. Okay. Either Britney's phone died or something happened with her Wi-Fi or something like that. There is a man in the picture that has taken control of this situation. The truth is going to be revealed, but y'all still arguing. I'm putting both of y'all in the timeout right now. Go to your prospective corners and think about what you mad about, because I don't think y'all really mad at each other. It's some energy y'all picked up on the way in, okay? Dang, I want to finish her reading. All right, let me regroup here. Hold on. Let me see if I can find her out there in the world. Y'all, this reading is very important to me because I was taken from my mother at 6 years old. And I know what the child is feeling like. And I know what the mom is feeling like because I know what my mom felt like, okay? So I need y'all to focus on Britney right now, okay? Okay, Sandra, let me finish Britney's reading, okay? No, Dika, it's not that. It's just that when you guys get to arguing in the comments, you distract from the positive energy, okay? So that's the thing. I've never gotten on to you about commenting during readings. It's just the nature of the comments, okay? You know, I always appreciate you guys for being here. Okay, Britt, you just got back on. Wonderful. So what I'm seeing here is there is a man somewhere here that has not the best intentions, but there's also one here who is meant to fix the problem. Okay? So was it a man who took your child? Was it a male social worker? Or was there someone involved who, a man, yes, okay. All right, so I'm not sure about Okay. I knew it. I knew I could. This joker right here, man. Do you have a lawyer or your own case manager of some kind that's a man? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I can see all of that. You're actually a genius. That came out in the cards. You're very intelligent and you know how to handle your business. You have a public defender. That's your fixer. That's the fixer that I'm seeing in the cards. There's nothing wrong with your baby. Your baby is safe and okay. But this guy who took him is just mean. He's just a madman. He's power drunk, okay? This is the game card. He's power drunk. This is the madman card. Okay? He's a predator. This is the hunter card. When I say predator, I mean just somebody who just always strategizing on how to be mean and how to take and not give. No, your son is fine. He's okay. Nothing bad about came out in the cards about that. Okay? You're just dealing with a madman. Yeah, that's... Remember me telling you when this second card came out? Remember I was saying that this was greed and about money? Yeah, you're dealing with a madman here. Trying to paint you as a bad mother. This is the mother card in reverse. Okay? But this is your public defender. He will be an actual defender, okay? Make sure when you meet with him that you take all of the stuff that you accumulated. Make sure that you... Look, this is the singer card. You just pour your emotion out. Put on a performance if you have to. Run your mascara, okay? You got to move hearts now, baby. It's time to move hearts. Okay? It's going to be okay. It is going to be okay. I'm going to pull a couple of more cards for you. I see your comment about the love child. Okay, give me a minute to answer that question, okay? So this guy really messed with the wrong one. Okay? He took a risk by messing with you, and your spirit team is not playing with that. And this is a journalist. You can possibly get a journalist in on this who will take your stuff seriously. Okay, take your case seriously. Or are you already, or is this something that's already in the news? Okay, let me see if I can see when he's coming home. Thank you, Blessings, for putting that. You've been doing great tonight, by the way. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Hakeem. Nope, yet not yet. But I'm real pissed and gonna make it out known. Okay. Well, if you do make it known, the reporters will be on your side. Okay. Give me clear and precise. Release. In October. So that's right around the corner. You just stay strong and fight the good fight, okay? You got to fight to get him back though, because you're dealing with a madman, but you have a somebody very good on your side who's going to stand with you. And if you do choose to get reporters involved in this, honey, turn on the waterworks. Turn on the emotions, okay? This is the influencer card here. All right, you're going to influence a whole lot of people with this. All right. Are you on social media? Because that could be another way to fight as well. You're very welcome, love. Very welcome. You're on social media, okay. When you put your story on social media, be very intelligent. Don't be overly emotional on social media because they can be judgmental. Be very intelligent. Don't share too many details, too many legal details that can be used against you, okay? Just be like thoughts and prayers for my son who's not with me at the moment, but we're working on that. Something a little simple, okay? You're in school for criminal justice. Okay, awesome. Hey, Texira, how are you? Welcome back. All right. But I am wishing you all the best, okay? And it is gonna work. I'm not gonna say I believe. I know it's gonna work out for you. I just need you to know that as well. All right. You're on a good track. You're doing very well. And the thing I saw at the very beginning of your reading is that you try very hard. You try very hard, and all of your hard work is gonna come to success. Okay. All right, Texira, glad you're doing good. All right. We are at 1 hour, 44 minutes. Let's see. Sandra wanted a reading. And after Sandra, I will take one more. If you want to get on the list for a super chat of $9.99, I will take one question, and that will close the list, okay? So Sandra, you just wanted a general reading, right? Hold on, Sandra. Britt, are you still here? There's your energy is still coming through. I'm getting visions of you in suits. You're in suits, you're holding folders, you're rushing. It's kind of like you're trying to get from one place to another, facing deadlines. Walking upstairs. So this is a courthouse. I keep hearing the word clerk. So if you go for a clerking position, you will get it, okay? All right. All right, Sandra, let me close out. Let me close out Britt's reading. Let me clear the energy here, okay? All right. You guys hit that like and subscribe and share the live. Dika, are you still in the room? You know I love you, right? Noah, are you still here? Did y'all guys kiss and make up? Y'all still love Umi? All right, Sandra, let's see what comes out for you, love. Thank you for the hearts, Britt. Okay, so... Dika left. Oh. Hey, SL, welcome back. Sandra, do you work with the homeless? Oh, okay, Dika, you're still here. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're still here, love. No? Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, give me more. Give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more. Yes, okay. I see you, mister. Come on with it. Come on, Mr. Man. Yes. Yes. Hold on, Miss Ma'am. I'm painting a picture here. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All right. So, Miss Sandra, have you been dreaming about a special love? Is this somebody that you like really been hoping to come in and just really love on you, right? Like you fantasize about that a lot, don't you? Is this so, Miss Sandra? Well, let me tell you what you got going on. Your reader started out with the Lovers. This is a romance for the ages, love. Okay. This person went through a lot though. This person is very, very creative, but they were misunderstood. And it caused them to lose a lot in life. Okay. It caused them to lose a whole lot, and it caused them to really have to go into fight mode and protection mode, and they were seen as cruel because they were always having to protect themselves. But then they tapped into their inner passion, and they began to move in harmony with themselves, and they turned their life around, okay? And they tapped into their emotions and became very harmonic and live from their heart space. This person is very, very intelligent, very smart, okay? Has great potential, but they're not just living in their potential. They are growing, okay? They're not just saying one day. They are doing their thing, all right? But they're undercover with it. They don't let people know everything that they got going on. All right? They're someone who understands that it's easy for them to be misunderstood. So they keep to themselves. They keep their life under wraps. Okay? But this person is a dream come true for you. This is a wish fantasy fulfilled. Okay? Because this person was meant for you from a past life. This is your twin flame. Dika, you funny. Blessings ain't trying to get with you. That's a married woman. She been with her husband 20 years or more, honey. Dika, you play too much. Okay? I'm trying to see when you're going to meet this person, Sandra. If your spirit team will give me, if they'll give me a time. Sometimes they won't give me one because they're waiting on you to do some things, okay? But this person right here, they're going to share your feelings, okay? The only thing about twin flames is both of you have to be healed for it to be a healthy relationship. Otherwise, you just drive each other crazy and cause each other a lot of pain. Do you have a timeline on when this person is coming? I'm going to ask one more time. Release. Blessings, you and Dika going at it now. Dika. Okay. So, Sandra, that's this winter. All right. Give me a backup call. Hope you got some cute winter clothes. Okay, Blessings and Dika, y'all hug and make up now. Sandra, you still in the room? Yeah, it's just saying this winter. Sandra, okay. Okay. See? Miss Sandra, I'm happy for you. I really am. I feel your blessings. You live in Hawaii? Oh, okay. Yeah, you did tell me that you live in Oahu. Well, whatever winter is for you guys, that's when you'll meet him, okay? Oh, my cards get all mixed up. Well, not when you'll meet him, but that's when that's when things will pop off for you. You say you're 20. Hey, Faye. You said you're 25 years older. I am 23 and a half years older than my guy. So I feel you. He's a grown man, y'all, so don't nobody come for me. He was 29 when I met him. He's 31 now. So he's a grown man. You say you're young at heart and always have been. Okay, guys. Well, that's good to hear. Stay that way. All right. So I think that's everyone who left a super chat for a reading. We're almost at the 2 minute mark. 2 hour mark. Why am I saying 2 minutes? Why am I saying 2 minutes? Okay. I think we may skip story time tonight, y'all, because it's been a lot of weird energy in the room. Now you only get Sandra, you're trying to get all the readings. You might as well just book you a personal reading, ma'am. Because you only get one question. Okay. And you didn't have a specific question on that one, so we just read what came out. Blessings, you had a question for tonight? Okay. I am running a flash sale on readings. Okay, they're $20 off right now until Saturday. The sale will end Saturday night. Okay, so when we come back Sunday, I'll be back Sunday at 6 p.m. And that's the schedule. Sundays and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. We're here, and every first and third Friday. Fridays tonight is usually a VIP night for members. It's open to everyone, but members of the channel get priority on a 1-card pull. But we didn't have that many members here tonight, so it really didn't make sense to be doing that. And then my other moderator is not here, so I've been having to try to maintain with blessings. Yeah, but he's 25, so you have to understand. But yeah, so Sandra, I am in Alabama. But yeah, so Sundays and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. I'm on Central Time every week, and then every first and third Friday. Okay. Oh, okay. It's 3 in the afternoon where you are. All right. So you guys can book personal readings with me, and that link is in the description box. If you want to become a member, then that is only $2.99 a month, and we have great fun on Friday nights. Okay. Blessings, put yourself on the list first next week. Not the free list, but the secondary list. Okay. put yourself on that list first next week, okay? And we'll do you, and then we'll do the other people, okay? Also, you guys, don't forget to hype the video. I think I will take 10-15 minutes and tell a story if you guys throw me. Yes, you did. You did. Hopefully he'll be back. He was just having an off night because you weren't the only one that he offended. So, even though I know he wasn't trying to, it's just an off night, you know. But so if you guys, somebody throw me out a topic and I'll see if I have a story for it, because I don't have one lined up. So throw me out a topic. We're going to do story time, and then we're going to sign off, okay? Because I actually don't have any more energy for readings tonight, all right? Yes, Blessings has been doing a great job tonight, Sandra, indeed, all right? So somebody throw me out a topic and we'll do story time, and I'll give somebody about 15 seconds to do that, and if we don't get one, we'll go ahead and sign off. All right. I had a great time tonight, though. I really enjoyed the readings. If you haven't subscribed, relocation. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that and hit that like button if you have not. You can also save the live. That helps the channel. SL, relocation trap. Okay, I will give you a story about traveling, relocation, something like that. One of my many professions that I have had is a over-the-road truck driver. Okay, I used to drive what they call a drive-in, or a 53-foot trailer, tractor trailer. And I also used to drive what they called a reefer, which was a refrigerated truck. Okay. And I did 38 states. Yeah, 38 states throughout the US in my truck. And it was just a very interesting time. It is not easy work, okay? It is not easy work in the least. People think, oh, you just sit and drive all day. Driving is tough, okay, when you do it all day. But when you drive what could be potentially 80,000 pound rig, if it's filled to the max, okay, max weight, and you're doing that at anywhere from 55 to 75 miles an hour, it's like driving a missile, okay? And then you have to do that around people who are either nervous around trucks or they're arrogant around trucks, okay? So you're not just driving for yourself, you're driving for everyone on the road. Now, for those of you who have seen those, no room for error at all, okay? And for those of you who have seen those runaway truck ramps where if you lose your brakes, then you can veer off. If you can find a runaway truck ramp, you can veer off. Those are not designed for the trucker to survive. They are designed to stop the truck. So most truckers do not survive those, okay? Now, I have fortunately, very, very fortunately, never had a wreck in my truck, okay? I have fortunately never hit anybody. I kind of did on my first over-the-road adventure. I'll call it an adventure. My first trip, I kind of did back into a fence. And I'll tell y'all how that happened, okay? So, my first trip, they sent me from Lebanon, Tennessee to Chicago, Illinois. Why they would give me my first trip from Tennessee to Chicago, I have no idea. But apparently somebody needed their granite countertops. So what does that mean? I was carrying a heavy load, okay? So on this trip, everything is going good. I'm nervous as heck, but I'm holding my own in my truck until I get close to Chicago. I got to go over this bridge for the first time in my truck. I got to go over this. Still don't know what bridge it was, but that bad boy was a super bridge, okay? And at the bottom of this bridge, they're doing construction. No, it was actually summertime. Thank God it wasn't winter yet. But they're doing construction. So I'm going over the bridge like this the whole time, watching my mirrors. And then I see the construction coming. And I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. So I know at this point now I got to start backing off. Yeah, bridges are the worst, SL. So I got to start backing off. So I make it through, and so now I'm in Chicago, and my load isn't due to deliver till 10 o'clock the next morning. So I find me a truck stop, and I'm just there. But something says, go and check out the place you're supposed to deliver to. I go check out the place. When I say the logistics on getting back into this place was going to be hell. So I'm like, okay, cool. I just go to the truck stop. I know what I'm going to be facing tomorrow. I get up the next day. I go. It was crazy, but I got it in there. Mind you, I had stopped at a truck stop on my way there the night before because I had run out of time. I only had so much time on my clock, and somebody had broke into my rig thinking they had something in there, and they couldn't move those freaking granite slabs, so I had to put another sticker on. So I'm there trying to talk to the guy about why there was another what do you call those things? Anyway, there's a number, a seal. Gosh, how did I forget that? A seal that they put on, and they're numbered. So I had to use a generic one, okay? So anyway, all is working out for the first load. So now they want me to pick up another load in Chicago. Oh my God. When I say trying to maneuver these streets was not fun at all. Like, I don't know what the heck they were thinking to do this to a first timer. But they sent me to the airport where you can't just go picking up stuff. You got to have special paperwork and all that, because they're going to make sure that, everything is Homeland Security ready. Okay. So that was a crazy situation. It took me all day, literally all day, to try to pick up a load. And it just wasn't working out. So I get close to the end of the evening. They finally get me to somewhere where I could get a load. And so now it's like 4:30 in the afternoon, and I got to go from Chicago, Illinois to Gary, Indiana, which was about 53 miles according to my little thingy there. Okay. And I'm like, oh, cool. I can make it 53 miles, Girl, yes, look, let me tell you, I can do some things in a truck. I done got that truck into situations. I don't know how I got it in there, and I still to this day don't know how I got it out. It wasn't nothing but grit and determination, because I figured if I can get it in there, I can get it out of there. I got stories, okay? So I'm thinking 53 miles, I got 2 hours left on my clock. I can do this. Honey, no, I had 4 hours left on my clock. I had 4 hours left on my clock. I get on the interstate. I'm heading to Gary. It starts pouring down, raining, and now it's dark outside. Okay. And when I say pouring down, raining, I'm like, you can't see this far ahead. And not only that, I am stuck in Chicago traffic. And I'm talking about inch by inch by inch by inch. And my clock is slowly winding down. And I'm like, oh no, I'm going to get a violation on my first freaking trip. Okay. But my clock is winding down. The traffic is moving like this. The rain is pounding. I'm nervous. I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. So I finally make it to Gary with 23 minutes left on my clock, y'all. It took me 3.5 hours to get through 53. It took me 3.5 hours to get 53 miles from Chicago. Y'all, when I say I was so undone. So I get off on my exit. Now, mind y'all, I'm following GPS, okay? Because your truck has like your whole system in it, and it has GPS on it. And I'm following GPS, and it's saying, okay, go this way. And I'm like, okay, good, you know. So by the time I get off the ramp to go to the terminal, because I was going to my company's terminal, it says turn right. I can see the gate right there. I can see the sign. I get to the gate. I got like 8 minutes left. I'm like, cool. By the time I park, I'm good. Get to the gate. There's no way to get in the gate. There's like no guard check. The gate doesn't even open. And I'm like, what the heck? So I call, and I got some lady on the phone who actually works there at the terminal, and she's telling me, well, we'll let you in. I'm like, but there's nothing to let me into. And she's like, well, where are you? So I explained to her where I'm at. And she says, well, you're at the wrong gate. I'm like, okay, well, tell me how to get to the right gate. She's like, you got to turn around. I'm like, clearly, because ain't nowhere else to go. There's a gate in front of me, right? So she says, we'll call you back. And I'm like, ma'am, I don't have time to be called back. My clock is running out, right? How far am I from it? She says, well, you're actually here. And I'm like, no, I ain't here. There's a business to the left of me, and there's a gate that says it's you all, but it's not you all. And behind me ain't nothing but road and a turnoff to somewhere else. So no, I'm not here. Okay. So I back the truck up, and I say, well, I'm going to turn around over here at this building. Since she's saying I got to go back the other way, they're going to call me back. So I pull into the building, and it's when I say it's pitch black dark, pouring down raining, okay? I pull into the parking lot of the building. I'm thinking I'm going to circle around the building and come back out. That way I don't have to try to turn my truck around. I get back halfway through here, water literally up to, I'm like, how am I going to get through this, right? And so I'm like, well, let me just see if I can get out and see if there's another way for me to turn around. I open my truck door, water starts to flood up. I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm going to get stuck here. So I shut my door, and I guess I panicked a little bit. So I throw it in reverse. Now, mind you, I know how to do my angles and stuff. So, but it was so dark and it was raining so bad. That fence was invisible. I did not see that fence, okay? And so I do my little angle, I pull back so I can go back. I feel some, I hear some, and I'm like, oh no, what was that? Okay, so I just pull back up and straighten out my rig, and I call them back, and I'm like, look, I'm out of time, I can't move, and I'm over it. Okay, I'll see y'all in the morning. And I just hung up, and I went back in my bunk, and I cried myself to sleep. Because why did this happen to me? Okay. I cried myself to sleep, and that reminded me of my one of my trucking instructors. We used to call him Santa Claus, because he literally looked like a little Santa Claus. He had the white hair, and he was always turning red, and he was always fussing. He was roly-poly, and he would just fuss all the time. He used to intimidate everybody else, but I used to think he was funny. So when we would go on road instruction, he was a road instructor. So when we would go out on lessons, he would just be over there fussing. And so one day I asked him, I said, you know what? I said, you just be mean and just fussing for no reason. I said, what if I was to start crying? And he said, there's no crying in trucking. So I'm laying back back here in my bunk, and I'm remembering what he said, and I said, you lied, because there is definitely crying in trucking, right? So I sleep it off. The next day I wake up, it's bright and sunny, like nothing ever happened. I get out of my truck, the water is all gone. Like, it made me think maybe I was losing it, okay? But when I look back there, the fence was like this, okay? It wasn't completely down, but it was like this, okay? And so I called them and I was like, how do I get there? So turns out there was a whole nother, I had to go get back on the street, take a right, go down a whole nother street, take another right, and go down a whole nother street to get to the terminal. The terminal land was so big, you could see it from the four corners of the earth. So I was at the wrong gate, the one that the GPS took me to. So yeah, that's what happened. So I go park, I go in, I get my shower, I, wind down. And then I call the cops because it technically an accident, okay? So I'm waiting there, the cop comes. Mean, he was just mean. He was like, what the hell did you do? I was like, well, I told y'all when I called y'all that I hit the fence. Well, technically, I can arrest you for leaving the scene of an accident. I was like, yeah, technically you could, but I'm the one who called you, so why would you? I left the scene of the accident because I was lost. I was disturbed. I was a lot of things that was not safe, and I didn't feel safe where I was. It's a Sunday. Nobody's going to come to this building. I needed to get where I felt safe. Okay, so once I did, I called you. Yeah, well, let's just go over here and see the damage. Let's go see what you did. I was like, okay. So mind you, I'm being calm this whole time because I've already been through what I'm going to go through. There's literally nothing you can do or say to me that's going to get me in my feelings because I've already had all of them, okay? And so I get in the back of the cop seat and he's just up there talking to me all crazy, like, and I think maybe, I don't know if he was ticked off because I was a woman trucker or because he was saying stuff about, yeah, I don't see that many women doing what you do and yeah, just leaving the scene of an accident. But yeah, I don't see that many women driving trucks and what made you want to do this anyway? Because it doesn't seem like it's for you. And I mean, just going on. And I'm just sitting back there listening. I don't have no answers for you, yo, because like, what are you mad about? Okay, like I ain't did nothing to you. The fence ought to be mad, but okay. So finally, I guess when he saw that I wasn't triggered and wasn't reacting to him, it's like something flipped in him and he started like acting like a decent human being at that point. You guys hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, he started acting like a decent human being. He started trying to be nice. And I'm side-eyeing him. I'm being cordial. I'm being respectful. But I'm still side-eyeing because, like, why you nice all of a sudden? So we get over there. He inspects the damage, and he does his little report, and he puts their copy in the mailbox, and then he gives me a copy. And so he's like, I guess I'll drive you back over there now. What do you mean you guess? Was I supposed to walk back? I'm too cute for that. No, okay. So while he's taking me back, now he's got questions. Well, how long you been doing this and what made you want to do it? And child, I'm like, I don't want to be your friend. I don't want you being nice to me. Just take me back to my truck. So, because I don't have another load going out till later and I just need to regroup, But yeah, that was my first trip in trucking. Okay. I go back to my truck and I lay there and I rethink my life. Oh, let me back up because there was one part that I left out. While I was delivering my first load, my then husband at the time, who I had left him, but I had went on the road trucking, trying to determine whether or not I wanted to continue the relationship, right? So he calls me. while I'm sitting in the truck waiting to be unloaded. And so he starts talking to me about coming back home, and I tell him it doesn't look like that right now. I promise you, I can't tell you that I'm coming back home because I'm 99% sure I'm never coming back to you, right? And so he goes on trying to convince me, and I tell him, I said, at this point, how I feel right now, I would rather be dead than be with you. Okay? So he's gabberflasted and flabbergasted that I would say such a thing. So I get off the phone. I'm sitting up there, still waiting to be unloaded or whatever. About 12, 15 minutes later, I get a phone call from my supervisor, my dispatcher, wanting to know if I was okay. And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Well, we got a call from your husband. He says that you're I can't say it like, you know what I mean? But he told them folks I wanted to myself. And I'm like, I was working for the third one. Well, it wasn't the third, but it was one of the top 3 trucking companies in the United States. Okay. 13,000 employees. How he found my personal immediate supervisor. When I say, and then tried to sabotage my job. Do you think I want to come back to you after you do that? As hard as it was for me to get through trucking school ain't long, but it ain't easy either. And then here I am, done had to make this whole trip to Chicago. Y'all, when I say I was over it, by the time I got back to my truck when the cop dropped me off, I was over it all. I had to talk my supervisor and not believing him and letting her know that he was just disgruntled. Okay? Yeah, he did need to heal. Honey, when I say I moved on. But, yeah, so by the time I got back in my truck, I was over it, honey. I took me a nice little nap, and then I got up and I went back in and put on my makeup and did my hair. Yeah, girl. Yeah, green tea. We weren't going back to that. Like, what? Who do what? No. Okay. And so, yeah, I did, because I used to keep my hair and makeup done when I was trucking, and wear cute clothes. Because I didn't really feel, I just felt like I still wanted to take good care of myself and feel pretty, even though I was doing a masculine job. And then, the guys treated me nicer when I fixed myself up, and they helped me more. And I needed help out there because that's not an easy job, okay? And, you don't do just driving. You got to know where you are. You got to, know how to move your tandems. You got to know how to do your pre-checks. You got to know everything about your truck. You got to know your load. You got to deal with shippers. You got to deal with receivers. You've got to maneuver through these yards where you're picking up stuff. You got to deal with traffic. Like, it is not an easy job, okay? You got to figure out where you're going to sleep every night. You got to figure out where you're going to fuel up at. You got to deal with dispatchers, managers, corporate, you got to deal with other drivers, okay? Yeah, so it's a thing. It's a thing. But I loved it. I loved it when I let myself settle into just focusing on the job and the job only. When life stuff got in the way, that's when it got hard. Okay, so yeah. If you're dealing with trauma and you're unhealed, don't become a truck driver. Because everything seems more traumatic. It just dumps trauma on top of trauma, okay? But if you've gone through a healing process and you want to try something new and you want to get out and travel and see the world and make good money, then maybe something to look into. Tell them Umi Jua sent you, okay? All right, guys, that is story time, and that is our Friday night, first Friday. So I will be back Sunday at 6 p.m. Okay, thank y'all for hanging in here with me. I had a great time tonight. I loved the readings tonight. I'm happy for everybody who got a reading. And Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central, I will be back. Turn on your notifications so you'll know. I only do lives, and then we post clips of shorts. So you'll see a short every day, okay? And I want you to watch those and give me a thumbs up and comment. Also, come back and comment on this video once I sign off. That helps boost the channel. Any kind of way you can help boost the channel, I would certainly appreciate it. Sandra, thank you for the love. And SL, thank you for throwing out the topic tonight. And I appreciate you for subscribing as well. You guys have been lovely. I have felt good energy here tonight. And I am so grateful for all of you. I am going to go hydrate, move some energy, try to reset myself so tomorrow is not so heavy for me. And yeah, remember you can book personal readings. You can donate to the channel even afterwards. All that stuff is in the description box below. Blessings. You ready? Looking forward to seeing you soon too, Sandra. You ready, girl? Here comes the bombardment of your kisses. You did a great job tonight. You did a great job, Blessings. I appreciate you. And don't forget to get on the secondary list first next week. Sunday, okay? Which is next week, all right? Okay, you guys, I want you to remember, if you ever have a problem, you can always solve it with self-love. Go into your self-love bag. That's where the answers are. Self-love is the only thing that I have found that has solved every problem that I ever had. Okay? Apply that how you will. If you come here enough, you'll figure out what it means. If you go back and watch some of my shorts, you'll figure out what it means. If you go back and read my daily posts, you'll figure out what it means. Lots and lots of information on healing and growth here. Okay? I don't just come here to read. I come here to bring light. Okay? All right. So until Sunday, 6 p.m., I will see y'all. Y'all have a great and wonderful night. Take good care of yourselves this weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Let yourself be free and happy and go outside and play. Okay? Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, we needed this good energy, didn't we, Blessings? All right, you guys. Sending much love. I am Jua, and you have been read. And in the words of my other moderator, CD, who didn't make it tonight, bye-bye. Bye, y'all. Good night. We love you too, Sandra. I love you, Blessings.